Welcome back to another episode of Relevant. I am your host, Rello, and this is my co-host, Rob. Say what's up to the people, Rob.
What's up to the people?
Oh, you want to be Mr. Literal.
Yeah. What's
Man,
going on, man? How's your
hey,
weekend?
it was good. I did have a, it was a situation. It was crazy, right? Um, so I was going to my car. Like I was at the store, like in the parking lot.
Yeah,
And I was walking to my car, and I got like a big van, like a mom van or something like that.
yeah,
And I noticed like I'm walking in the front of the car, and I see in the back is somebody's feet under the in the back. I see somebody's feet, right? So I
yeah,
go around like the long way. I don't do a beeline, so I'm trying to create some space
yeah.
just in case some stuff pop off.
Yeah.
Um, so I go around and I look and I see a dude, white dude, look kind of dirty, right?
Mm.
And he's looking in the back of the window like this. So I'm like, "Hey, bro, what you doing?" Right?
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, is this your car?" I was like, "Yeah, man, this is my car." Right? He was like, "Oh man, I'm sorry, dog. Like, man, my girl, man, she been stepping out on me. She with this dude. He just it's in a and they been in parking lots in a van that look just like this."
Man, get out of here.
I swear to God.
Oh,
I
gee.
swear to God. I,
Dang.
I'm like,
Poor
I'm
guy.
like, all right. I'm like, damn, she ain't got no respect for this dude. Like,
Yeah.
for one, I'm assuming dude got a place to stay. The
Yeah.
dude that I ran into. So
Hmm.
I'm like, damn, she rather she rather she rather get smashed in a van in a parking lot
Yeah.
rather than stay at home with this nice, loving, young looking man.
Yeah. I'm sure it's his fault somehow. I'm sure. I'm sure somehow it's his fault.
Why you being for real? You being facetious?
I'm being. I'm being that somehow, some way. If I asked her, she'll find a way to make it his fault. That he don't show her enough attention, and he gonna be like, well, I got to go to work to pay bills for the place you live in. The dude in the van shows me attention. He ain't got nothing else to do but show you. He ain't got nothing else to do but show you attention, girl.
Right. I bet you heard that joke on it was Chris Wright did a joke in one of the Saw movies. It was like you could give a woman 100 Tuesdays. It don't equal one Saturday. So I bet you this dude was probably giving 100 Tuesdays. He'd get home from work. Hey, let's watch a little quick little TV show. Let's binge a little Power or something. But oh boy, in the van, he got a Saturday available.
One day available. He ain't got no job.
Yeah,
He live in this. He,
he got a whole 7 days to work on his stroke.
yeah, that's all he doing too. Yeah. Hey man, if she like it, I love it for her. She hope she
Yeah,
can raise her kids in that van with old boy.
yeah. Just be happy. Everybody out there, more of the story, just go be happy.
Yeah. Do what makes you happy. And if it's
Yeah,
leaving your man that got a place for a man that's in the van, you know, do your thing, girl.
get in that van.
Get in that van.
All right, so this weekend was the 73rd All Star Weekend for the NBA. They had a couple events. They had the normal events, LeBron 72nd All Star because he's the only time he wasn't in the All Star game. Only time he wasn't in the All Star game was his rookie year. So yeah,
Yeah,
that would
yeah,
that would make it 70 72.
yeah.
Right. So yeah, the events kicked off. We talked about it. No, we didn't talk about it. The events kicked off with the what's it called? The Rising Stars game. Did you watch any of the Rising Stars game?
No, I missed the Rising Stars. I missed the Rising Stars. What? Yeah, I missed that one.
So you missed the. I watched a little bit of it. So
Yeah.
they got a different format. So they got four teams
Hmm.
of like rising star, like first year and second year players.
Hmm.
And one of the teams is like the G League team.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I seen that.
Yeah. So the first, it's like a tournament style. So two teams play, then another two teams play, and then they play in the championship.
Hmm.
The first teams was Team Jalen versus Team uh, Tamika Catchings. Tamika Catchings. So Tamika Catchings' team, they came out. They was doing work on the Jalen team early, giving it was they was up like 10 to like 0. But eventually Team Jalen came back, they won, right? And then the next teams to play was the G League team and Team Powell. And I think Team Powell won last year.
Hmm.
Um so the overwhelming favorite to win that game was who you think?
Team Power.
Team Powell. Yeah,
Yeah,
they had all the players. Like they
yeah.
had all the nice rookies, nice second year players.
Hmm.
But Team G League
They
smoked
hungry.
them. And I was telling my son this, right?
Yeah.
I was like, they playing for something.
Hmm.
They wanted this.
Yeah.
So like, and then one of the stars on that team was Mac McClung. You may have heard of him from last year. He won the last year's slam dunk contest. And so yeah, the team G League, they won, and they ended up playing Team Jalen in the finals.
Okay.
Team Jalen won. I mean, they made it close. It was a ball game.
Yeah,
It was a
yeah, yeah.
ball game.
Who's
What
Team
you?
Jalen? Jalen Brunson, Jalen Green,
Oh, I'm sorry. They ain't
Jalen
say
Rose.
my bad. My bad, people. Jalen Rose.
Jalen Rose. Okay,
Team
yeah,
Jalen Rose. Yeah.
got you. Okay, all right. I could see that.
What you think about the format that they had for that?
I like the format. I like bringing up the G League. Because the G League dudes gonna come out there and compete,
Yeah.
right? So they're gonna come compete. So they're gonna force you to either get embarrassed, right? You either gonna get embarrassed or you gonna compete. But if you come out there lackadaisical, they're gonna put it on you. So and having something to prove for them, I think it's a good chance to get them some exposure on just the national scene, if not worldwide, right? So yeah, I like the format. I like the fact that they're trying to put more stuff into All Star Weekend because that game ain't it.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was Friday night. Saturday night is probably uh, it's pretty popular,
Hmm.
or should I say polarizing,
Yeah.
because of the excitement or lack thereof for certain events.
Hmm.
So the Saturday night kicked off with the skills challenge. Did you watch any of the skills challenge?
Yeah. My thing is, I wish they took this stuff more seriously.
You mean like your boy Ant Man? He
My
can,
boy,
he
and
took
man,
he took it
even though
real
I
serious,
busted
didn't
out
he?
laughing, he foolish.
This man came out there. He was like, "I'm gonna do everything left-handed."
Yeah, 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 yeah. He foolish now. I wish he would have taken it more seriously. Yeah, 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 yeah. But it started off good. I feel like the first group kind of took it a bit serious, although I don't know why they can't figure out which side of the cone to go around. You got
That
air on
was
the floor
that was the
pointing
most
at you.
frustrating thing. Like more than one dude did it.
Yeah,
Like
I'm just
they,
like y'all can't be that dumb. Y'all just not paying attention. What's going on, man? So like I didn't necessarily like that. And then Ant Man, even though it was funny, I'm like, bro, like take it serious. Because you still out here to like entertain people, right? People pay good money to watch this, and to see you not take it serious is kind of the problem that the fans have been having with like the NBA in general, not taking you. You want us to pay money to come see you, or you want us to tune in, but when we tune in, you're not taking it serious.
yeah, right,
Play around, I'm cool, man.
yeah, and you could tell like it. At me, I was even frustrated. Like I'm not even out there playing. I'm like, dudes is out there. Like it looks like they had the team separated for like first round draft picks, right? And then they had Indiana Pacers team, and then what was the third one? It was like something. I All Stars, right? So the All Stars took it serious, and then the Pacers took it serious because they in Indiana, right? So they came out. Trey Young, he was doing his thing. Um, damn, I forgot who else was on there. Anyway, the All Stars took it serious. The Pacers took it serious because they at home, and then first round draft picks, they out there just out there looking like Boo Boo the fool.
Yeah, real foolish. Who was it? It was Ant Man, Wimbyamba, and
And oh, Jesus, Paulo,
yeah,
Paulo,
yeah.
Paulo Banchero, yeah,
I be forgetting about him.
yeah, I know, right?
Yeah,
Cause he out there in Orlando.
yeah, just yeah. Because they started off hot this year, right? And they were like Orlando.
I know. I was like Orlando.
Yeah,
I was like Orlando number one in the East.
I don't know none of their players. Yeah, no, that ain't it. Yeah, so the skills competition, I wasn't too. Yeah, it was trash. But what you think about that 3-point competition?
Boy, I was about to get into it. So
Yeah,
the 3-point competition has become or has surpassed the slam dunk contest as the main event, at least in my eyes. It probably comes from a change in how the game is played, for one. Also, most of the best players in the league are 3-point shooters or very efficient 3-point shooters. And something like that is kind of not as subjective as a dunk, right? So like if a dude can shoot, a dude can shoot. You may like a dunk or you may not like a dunk. That's subjective. But but if I see a dude shoot a 3 and it go in and it keeps going in, oh, he can shoot.
contest and we didn't go in.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh, we will speak about that in a minute.
yeah.
I don't know if you know what I'm talking about,
No, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
but anyway, I think the 3-point contest had a couple good shooters in there. It was Trey Young, Damian Lillard, who won last year, Mike, not Michael Beasley. What's his name? Malik Beasley. Yeah, Malik Beasley, Karl Anthony Towns, Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brunson. Yeah, you don't know why Donovan was in there?
Nah, man. He's a
Well,
scorer.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I don't know why Jalen Brunson's in there.
I mean, we saw it. Well, at least he made it to the second round, right? I know. Yeah. Well, the people I was wondering why they was in there, why they was in there in the first place, didn't even make it to the second round. So, um,
So that goes to show you why you only further validated your suspicions of these people.
basically.
But yeah, it was a nice first round though.
Mm,
Trey Young dropped 26.
mm,
Karl Anthony Towns dropped 26.
yeah.
Um, Damian Lillard dropped 26.
Hey, his 26 was like a clutch.
Clutch.
He ain't gonna make it.
It was looking real scary for the dude
Yeah,
for a minute, but he
yeah,
went last.
yeah, yeah,
So like, if you in the NFL, you be like, oh, he go last, so he know exactly what he need to do.
yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah,
So, but yeah, but you still got to go do it. I don't care
yeah,
what you.
yeah. You
I
still
could
gotta
know.
do it.
I could know what I need to do the whole day, but if
Yeah,
I can't do it, it
yeah,
don't matter if I know what I
yeah.
need to do.
You're right.
But in the final round ended up being Karl Anthony Towns, Trey Young, and Damian Lillard.
Mm-hmm.
I think they all came out and dropped like another 26 or something like that. It was like the magic number 26 on that night.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It
yeah,
was something close to that.
yeah,
But who went first? I believe it was Karl Anthony Towns.
yeah. It was Carl.
Karl Anthony Towns. And this is what I'm getting into. This dude foot was on the line. His whole first basket.
Yeah,
So like none of them should have counted.
Yeah, like all the way on the line.
Like
You shoot a mid range.
like it wasn't even like a KD on the line.
Yeah, you shoot a mid range.
Yeah, yeah, he's shooting 2-pointers out there
Yeah,
and
yeah,
just and splashing them,
yeah.
no problem. And he made it. I'm like, man, come on, man, y'all cheating for this dude because he won 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think they just didn't want to ruin it.
He ruined it.
Yeah, but I think they want to like, hey, scoot back. That'll like kind of mess it up. You know what
Or yeah, that's it. You can just go back and look like, oh, his foot was on the line, foot on the line, foot on the line. And then also like you have a ref out there, like they supposed to be looking at your feet, and then exactly they do like this, right? They had a hand up. That's good. That's good. So what is you looking at? He looking at the after party. He's just like, I can't wait to. I think Kenny Smith got an after party at the John later tonight. Yeah. So
I mean?
I don't understand what. But Damian Lillard came out like uh he needed like 2 more points when it came to his last basket. And I think he lost. Like he missed like his first 4.
Yeah. He was like tied. He was tied with Trey.
Yeah.
And he needed one more basket, and he missed like the first like 3-4. I was like, oh, he about to lose.
Yeah. He missed the first 4, and then he made the money ball.
Yeah.
And I think and he won by 1.
Yeah.
And like that was some type of stuff, and that's what I mean when I say like the 3-point contest has kind of surpassed the dunk contest. Like you can't get that kind of lately you can't get that kind of suspense in the dunk contest. Like the last time there was some suspense in a dunk contest was that 2016 Aaron Gordon Zach LaVine dunk contest when they had to do a literal dunk off. Right, but I'll get into that later. But yeah, Damian Lillard ended up taking home the 3-point contest championship, and that makes him back to back. So hopefully he can come out next year and do it again. Hope maybe. But do you have any more thoughts about the 3-point contest?
I'm watching it, and there's levels.
Yeah.
Right? There's levels to shooting the ball, and that level it may just be like 1 or 2 makes. Right? But if you translate that into a game, that's sometimes that's the difference between winning a championship and not winning a championship. 1 or 2 makes, right? Yeah. So watching Dame shoot with all that pressure on him, I'm just like, okay, he might be the best clutch 3-point shooter that I've ever seen outside of Steph. Which I think he might be more clutch than Steph shooting that 3 ball. Steph may be a better shooter, but I just seen Steph miss some wide open clutch 3s sometimes. So
yeah.
I seen the Sabrina shoot off with Steph. I would like to see Dame and Steph just do a straight up shootout. Nobody else for all the marbles.
Yeah.
Because I'm watching Dame shoot. I don't think nobody can. I don't know. The best way I can put this is, let's say they did like a 3-point shooting and they did the best of 7.
Yeah.
I don't think any of those guys in that competition could beat Dame.
In that competition, no.
Yeah. Right. So only person I probably 2 people that could probably beat Dame is Steph and Clay.
Right.
Right. So I think just watching him win back to back shows how great of a shooter he is, and hats off to Dame. And I want to see him and Steph go at it. Maybe him, Steph, and like Clay. And for those guys who can't shoot like that, I'd rather see more pure 3-point shooters.
Yeah.
In there. So old buddy from like Sacramento, I like to see him in it. Can't think of his name.
Which Malik Monk? No, Malik Monk.
Some light skinned cat.
Oh, the second-year dude, Keegan Murray.
Yeah.
Keegan Murray.
Keegan Murray, like Maybe like a Michael Porter Jr. because he be letting that thing go. Um,
Yeah,
uh,
but Michael Porter Jr. is not really that. He's streaky,
yeah. Plus
but he's
he
not.
jumped too high. He jumped too
Yeah,
high.
yeah.
But yeah, people that are like known for shooting that rock, I rather see them in it. I'm cool with seeing what's your boy name? Carl Anthony Towns. I want to watch.
Man, he's not a 3-point shooter. He's a dude that can shoot threes.
See shooters in that competition, right? Versus people that can shoot a three. Like Donovan Mitchell can shoot a three. Jalen Brunson can shoot a three. I want to see some shooters, right? To put a little like I'm cool with Trey Young in it. But yeah, put some more shooters in that competition for me.
Right, right.
So that's just my only take from it, really.
All right. So yeah, there was an extension to this year's 3-point contest, which featured another competition between Stephen Curry and Sabrina Ionescu of the WNBA's New York Liberty. So the rules or the stipulations between this contest was kind of funky. Sabrina Ionescu was able to shoot with a WNBA regulation ball, but she was shooting from the NBA 3-point line. So okay, so it was kind of balancing the scales a little bit. And Steph was shooting obviously an NBA ball from the NBA 3-point line. Sabrina Ionescu came out and she was draining them things, man. She was draining them things. I think she scored 26 again or something like that. I can't remember the exact number, but 26, yeah. So 26. I was telling my son this that 26 was just like the magic number that night. Like I don't know what was going on with that. So she came out, dropped 26 on him, and then that put a little pressure on one Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry, he started off a little shaky. Did he? I can't remember. I think he started off a little shaky. Then he got back into a rhythm. Yeah, shaky for him, right? Yeah. But then he started getting into the rhythm because I think he missed both of his little green money balls. Yeah, and they was like, oh, he needed those, and he damn sure did need them. But he ended up at the last basket. On the last basket, he ended up beating Sabrina Ionescu in a pretty close contest.
Yeah.
I think that the competition was pretty good for the whole game, for the whole weekend as a whole. Especially when we talking about things like the WNBA not getting the support that it needs, blah blah blah. Sure, right? What's up?
No, I said yeah, they don't get the support they need, but go ahead.
I mean, they don't. I mean, through whoever's fault it is, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's anyway. That's another topic for another
Yeah,
day.
don't let's not go.
Yeah, that's another topic. But it was pretty good to see women, I guess, compete with a man.
Mm-hmm.
Women compete with men on an even playing field where they can both showcase their talents and showcase their abilities. And I think it was pretty good. I think next year, I think you kind of alluded to it earlier. I think next year you kind of got to incorporate more people than just those two. Like you said, put a Dame and Lillard in there, and Steph go against Sabrina Ionescu. I think Kenny the Jet Smith stated earlier that throw Caitlin Clark in there if she come out to the WNBA. Right? Right? So we have two of the best going against two of the best in their respective fields, and see who come out on top. I got a feeling who I think will come out top, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the competition. Sabrina had him, honestly.
He had the rights.
I think her legs just got tired from shooting so far.
Yeah.
Or I could see it like in a shot. From shooting so far, legs just got tired.
Yeah, because she started off hot and then she tailed off. And then it was kind of the exact opposite for Steph.
So I think her legs just got tired. But we know this, right? That competition will never truly be fair.
Yeah.
Right. The females' balls are smaller, so they got a little more room for error, right? But also, females aren't as strong as men, right? Just my opinion. I don't know.
Sure about that, Rob?
So them coming all the way out is not necessarily fair to them either, right?
Yeah, right.
So
But she held her own. So she
no,
showed. So she
yeah,
showed that.
yeah, yeah. I mean, which when you think about it, you have a lighter ball. So what's coming out mean, right? So we didn't lighten the ball, so you come out kind of evens it out.
But that's what I said earlier. Like it kind of even the scales.
Yeah. So like, what would happen if Steph moved into that 3-point line they use,
Those are
right?
layups.
Yeah. And we've all seen the video. I was telling somebody about the video when Steph he made like 80 in a row, threes in a row.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think he made
like
like 100 something in a row.
yeah, something hundred something. Like what are we talking about, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like if they did like a best of seven in that competition, nobody's beating Steph.
Yeah.
It's just he's Steph, man. But it was exciting to see. I watched a video people were talking about. It was like who would win in a 3-point shootout? They were at like a Liberties game. Sabrina or Steph? It's like Sabrina. So like all the women in the world were just like, come on, like this is gonna be their claim to fame when they got to work Tuesday. Women are better than men. So it was like just yeah. So that's the only reason I was rooting for Steph. I thought I don't want to have to listen to somebody 10 years from now. Well, remember that one time Sabrina beats the greatest male shooter. So yeah. But it was exciting to see. Steph win. Was there ever any doubt? No, not really. If I'm being honest, I think he might have missed a couple shots on purpose.
Think so?
It's Steph, man.
I don't know. Yeah, them two greens that he missed, man. I'm like,
He just threw him up there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Trying to make
Like
it
he's
interesting.
like, yeah. I think he could have cleared her on like the first without the last rack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
Yeah.
just being, if I'm like, yeah, he could have probably beat her like first shot of the last rack.
Mm-hmm.
But if he did that, then it's not interesting, right? It's kind of like you ever play basketball with like a little kid or something, and you just like you keep it close so they feel like they got some hope,
You
right?
said, hell no. When I'm playing against kids, I dominate. They need to know you got work to do, young fella.
In order so I can beat them more. Okay, this is even better story.
Okay.
Back when I was deployed, right? We would play 2K.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And we would bet money on 2K.
Okay.
So the bet was always whatever I beat you by, that's how much you owe me, or vice versa.
Okay.
Right. So if I beat you by 10, you owe me 10. Beat you by 20, you owe me 20. Right.
Okay.
So the first game, I beat you by like 8, 9.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Like, oh, I almost had you. All right, cool. Right. So I was like, yeah, you want to run it back? Yeah, next game I beat you by like another 8, 9. You're like, man, I almost had you.
Yeah.
But now I got you. You know, I got like $18, $20 on you. Next game I beat you by 30. now you owe me 50.
Yeah.
Now
yeah.
you know what I mean? So I think he did it to just give him a little hope. So next year you can come back and we can do this again.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I obliterate you,
yeah, ain't nobody else gonna want to do this.
Everybody. Say what?
Ain't nobody else gonna want to do this.
Ain't nobody else gonna want to do this. So let me keep it close. Let me make it look like it was a competition.
Yeah.
Right? And then that way you come back next year, you bring your little friend. I might bring Dame. I might bring Clay. And we're gonna watch y'all.
Yeah.
Right? So because you know he wasn't gonna lose, man.
No. I didn't think he was gonna lose. A lot of people was like, "Oh, I think I got Sabrina. I think Sabrina might get him."
Yeah.
If she the Sabrina the teenage witch.
Yeah. Little magic. Yeah,
she got to bring Salem the cat out there with her.
Yeah, he wasn't gonna let you beat him. Yeah, because then and I think that's why LeBron never did the dunk contest, right?
Yeah,
because it's like it's a little
you out there by yourself,
a little chink in your armor, right?
Yeah.
So if Steph loses that, now like, oh, is he really the greatest shooter?
But the
Is
thing is, like, he was willing to put himself in that position,
yeah,
right?
yeah, which is a tough position.
Right,
Like
because it's a what they call it's not a win-win. It ain't a lose-lose. It's a no, it's a
it's a lose
lose.
lose.
It's a lose-lose, right?
Yeah,
So if you win, okay, you supposed to win. You
yeah.
lose, well, you lost. You lost to a WNBA. You lost to Sabrina Ionescu.
It's always a lose lose. Like if you was hooping against her, right? You block her shot. Hey man, why you
Yeah,
all physical and rough? She score on you. Oh, you can't guard her. You just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
bruh, which one?
Well, that's why I hate it. Like, me being a smaller dude, right?
Yeah,
And like we go to like whatever 24-hour fitness or whatever,
yeah,
and you go hooping, and like you got a female on the court. She pretty like she's obviously she's smaller than everybody else, so it's like she's most closest to my size, right?
yeah,
I'm always put in a position where like I have to put in more effort than the rest of the four guys on my team,
yeah,
right? Because if she go out there and give me work, I ain't gonna see the court no more this evening.
yeah. She gonna be getting picked up over you next too. Like, man, she,
Right. And then if I go out there and do work and like and then I get put on the team with a bunch of dudes that don't want to compete, right? So what they gonna
Mhm.
do, they gonna keep passing me the ball. Hey,
Yeah,
go to work.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Go to work. I'm like, come on,
yeah,
man. I'm tired.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I gotta put all this extra effort in just to go against somebody who probably ain't even better than me.
yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, it's a lose lose. So yeah, he put himself in a lose lose situation. But I think he also knew that it's also good for the WNBA too, right? Because they always talk about they don't get enough support, but in my opinion, I think like the male players go out their way to support the WNBA players
Oh yeah, most
for,
definitely.
for the
Especially like
simple
in the Olympics.
yeah for the simple fact that they subsidize the league.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
All right. So after that competition, we get into what used to be the highlight of All Star Saturday, the dunk contest. And this year's dunk contest featured Jaime Jaquez of the Miami Heat. Come on, man. Come on, man. Jaime, that dude. He a rookie. Jaime nice. I ain't gonna lie. Um, Triple J is what they call him. Jaime Jaquez Jr. of the Miami Heat. Jacob Toppin of the New York Knicks, brother of Obi Toppin, who won a couple years ago, and another lackluster. Yeah, that's the brother.
I thought that was
You thought it was just another dude named Toppin?
I thought it was the topping, the first one.
Oh, you thought it was the same dude? This dude.
Yeah. Did the brother win before?
Yeah, he won. It ain't memorable. Yeah,
Yeah,
he won.
so that's what I'm saying. So like, okay, I remember the brother winning, but it wasn't memorable. So I like when I seen it, I was like, oh, here we go again. Like,
Yeah.
and his brothers with the Knicks too, right?
Yeah.
I just thought it was the same dude, man.
Yeah, I can see. Okay, now I can see why that. Yeah, but Obi don't play for the. He play for the Pacers now.
Okay, yeah, and I was just like, all right, whatever.
Anyway, Jacob Toppin of the New York Knicks, Jaylen Brown of the Boston Celtics,
Yeah,
and Matt McClung of the G League. But he's in there because he won last year.
yeah.
To me, I think this they're gonna have to do something about this dunk contest, man.
Something.
Yeah, cause this ain't it.
Yeah, yeah. What? So I don't. I really don't. Unless you want to talk about it, what can they do to fix it? Like,
Okay, yeah,
what is your?
that's the topic. Because
Yeah,
the winner and the competition of it itself is not a topic at all.
yeah. All right.
Because I don't this
The
it was
dunk contest happened. Cool. How do we fix it?
and then for one thing, like so they did this
Yeah.
ever since the Zach LaVine Aaron Gordon dunk contest, right? So they
Mhm.
trying to make it so they don't have to do a dunk off,
Yeah.
right? So now instead of giving like 1 through 10, they giving like 10 through 50. Like they giving like 40s and 50s, 40s through 50. So a
Yeah.
dude can get a 40, 41, 42, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So that kind of that messed me up off the bat. And also the competitors in this thing. For one, I love Jaime Jaquez Jr., right? I watched the Miami Heat. He ain't no dunker. Like
Yeah,
it's the same thing. Like you talk about the 3-point shooters. Like there's a bunch of dudes that can shoot threes, but it
yeah,
ain't no 3-point shooters. You know what I
yep,
mean? Jaime Jaquez is a dude that can dunk,
yep,
but he ain't no dunker. Like I'm
yeah,
pretty sure you in your heyday you probably could dunk,
yeah.
but you ain't no. I
I
don't know
was,
if you was a dunker.
yeah, I'll dunk on you, but it wasn't no like between the legs. When
Yeah,
yeah, wasn't none of that, man.
yeah, like you ain't no dunker, right? So like, and then they had Jacob Toppin. I he may be a dunker. I don't know. He ain't got no resume that I've seen that
No,
I ain't never heard of the dude till Saturday.
yeah,
Um, and then you got Jaylen Brown again, can dunk. He's not a dunker.
yeah,
Like he's a dude that got long limbs,
yeah,
so it's easy for him to dunk. Not easy for them to dunk, but it's whatever. And then Matt McClung. So he is the best looking. He is a dunker, right?
yeah.
He's like, he's probably, I think he's listed as 6'2", probably no more than 6 foot. The way he looks on the court.
Mm-hmm.
So he is a dunker. Like when he dunks, it just looks good because he has to come up so high.
Yeah, and that's what he does. That's what he's known for, like dunking.
Right.
Yeah, he's
Right.
like a
That's
dunker that plays basketball.
a right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So he ended up winning. I mean, I'm not even gonna talk. These dunks was
Yeah,
mediocre to be nice. Actually, he did have the best dunks of the night, but that's not saying much.
yeah,
To fix this, I guess more creativity. I mean, that's all I can say. Like it's a couple things in my mind that I haven't seen people do, and
mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure people could do it. I'm not gonna say it, but like because it might sound crazy because I'm not a dunker, so it might be easier said than done.
Mm-hmm.
Like matter of fact, I'm gonna just throw it out there. You remember NBA Live '05?
No, but just throw it out there.
Well, anyway, this video game they introduced like the dunk contest for the first time,
Yeah.
right? And then one of the dunks
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, I got you. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so like one of the dunks that you could do to always get a 50, no matter what,
The
it was
double between the legs.
the double between the legs.
Yeah,
Right, like if it was no competition, like if you pull that one out, it's an automatic 50.
yeah, yeah.
Right, and I believe, like I don't know, you correct me if I'm wrong, but like I think somebody could do that. Like it
Maybe.
doesn't seem that difficult. Like if
Yeah.
your hands were big enough and if you can jump high enough,
Mm-hmm.
I think somebody could do it. Like you can. I don't think Matt McClung could do it because his limbs ain't long enough, and I don't think his hands are big enough.
Mm-hmm.
But I think somebody like probably I don't think no, not LeBron, because LeBron, I don't think he's as agile. I don't think he has the dexterity in his limbs like that. Uh, Name some dunkers like some. Jason Richardson. I think Jason Richardson will be able to pull that off. Like back in 2000,
Yeah,
I think he would be the type of dude that can pull that off.
yeah.
Maybe a Ja Morant.
I was thinking drop.
Yeah, maybe Ja Morant.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think he would be able to pull that off.
yeah.
But like besides creativity, I don't really know what they could do to enhance this dunk contest. Aside from I guess getting all stars.
Yeah, I think because back in the day, it'd be guys like Kobe in the dunk contest, right? T Mac, Vince Carter, Mike,
Yeah,
like stars, right? Young
yeah,
stars. So like uh John Morant, Zion Williamson, uh Ant Man, maybe like De'Aaron Fox, he got a little bounce, right?
yeah.
Get those young stars and then because I would tune in to see Ja Morant versus Ant Man in a dunk contest,
Mm-hmm.
right? Uh, so start getting those young stars, and then what I would do is hire. Because they got like professional dunkers. That's all they do is dunk.
Yeah.
Right? Like, hey, Ja, hey, and hey, whatever new young star, insert young star. We need you to be in the dunk contest. We're going to pay you an extra, let's say, meal, right? And then we're going to hire a professional dunker to show you some dunks that we think that you could probably do. Those little YouTube sensation dunks,
Okay.
right? And just they gonna work with you all the way up until the All-Star break. Put your little dunk package together. What?
My bad. I'm just looking at my feet.
Yeah.
You see how they do us. You see how they do us.
What happened?
Breaking news, everybody. Breaking news. You heard it here first. Probably 102nd. Struggling Nets fire head coach Jacques Vaughn.
Told you.
That's how they do us, man.
Told you. But what they supposed to be? What he got to win with?
Let me. I got you. Hold on. Let's see. Brooklyn Nets fired head coach Jacques Vaughn on Monday morning. The team announced the former NBA guard was in the second season as coach of the Nets, who are 21-33 and sit 11th place in the East. In 2+ seasons as Nets coach, Vaughn was 71-68, so he had a winning record as the coach. And 0-8 in the playoffs. Who are they supposed to beat? He replaced Steve Nash. He the dude that replaced Steve Nash a season ago before going 43-32 and getting swept. So after he replaced Steve Nash, he went 43-32. That's funny. Yeah. The Nets are rebuilding the roster around Mikal Bridges and hold significant salary cap and draft capital to build around. So I see what they're doing. Exactly. Yeah.
Didn't we say that the other day?
We just
like, what
said
they
it.
feel like they about to get good? Hey, let's bring somebody in here.
Oh my God. Yep. That's how they do it. Like, who was he supposed to beat?
I don't know. So they probably gonna have a good draft pick next year.
Yeah, it's gonna be in the lottery.
Yeah, it's gonna have a lottery pick. They're gonna have a lottery pick to pair with Mikal. All right. Yeah. Brooklyn's a nice city. Yeah. No, they just gave him that job. They gave him that job because they didn't have nobody to hire. They already know who they want to hire. It's already been lined up.
Yeah.
I'm sure of it. But yeah.
That's
but yeah, like I was saying.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. I had to break that
you
news.
Good, brother. You good. Yeah, so get those young stars up to Andy for as far as money goes, and then get them like a dunk coach. Help them come up with maybe what they need, like 4 or 5 dunks or something like that.
So it's 2 rounds, 2 dunks each.
Four or 5, say 5, and you have your little dunk package. You get your dunk coach, right? And then they just work with you once a week, whatever. Yeah, it ain't gonna take that much. All the way now, you got your little package. You go into it. Either you execute on them or you don't, right? But now I tune into it. Now I'm like, oh, Ant-Man versus John Morant, and whomever else, y'all. The only 2 I can think of right now that I would watch. But Zion when he first came in, those guys that people going to tune in and actually watch. Because I'm not like Jaylen Brown. You cool, man, but you've been in the league for a long time. I'm over it. James, maybe
Jaquez.
Jaquez, my fault.
Junior.
Yeah, Junior. Tobin, what's his name? Isaac Tobin. What's his name?
Jacob, I believe.
Jacob, yeah.
I might be messing.
I thought you was your brother. You know what I mean? Like, no offense. I just, you know what I mean? So, shout out to y'all. Y'all made it to the league. You achieved your dreams. I got it, right? But I mean, this is entertainment. So we need some people that we actually want to see and that we know.
Yeah.
Right? It'd be like a dunk contest with me and you, and who tuning in to see that?
Who?
Yeah. Yeah. Who y'all got? So that's
we got Earl Ralphson and Sweet Shoes Johnson in the dunk contest.
Yeah, man. So yeah, put people in the dunk contest that We know. Give them an incentive to be in. Get them a coach. Have them work on that little dunk package. So when they get in there, they knock out their dunks, and we keep it pushing. Simple as that.
Okay, I got you. Still like that court they used too. They did on Saturday night. They used the court.
Yeah. The court's legit. They about to start using that court.
Yeah, they said it's not uh game ready yet.
Yeah.
But they should be close. I hope
Mm-hmm.
they close.
Yeah.
They get that game ready. If they get that court game ready,
Yeah. People gonna be having seizures.
Well, what?
They can flashing like, yeah.
Did we win?
What? Yeah, what happened? Steph hit a 3.
Strobe lights.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. 73rd All-Star weekend was capped off with the 73rd NBA All-Star game. This game broke some records. Well, broke a record. It was the first game in NBA All-Star history to go over 200 points. Well, for a team in the game to go over 200 points. The Eastern All-Stars won 211 to 186. The East was led by Damian Lillard, who dropped 39 points and went 11 of 23 from 3. And Tyrese Halliburton, who dropped 32, who went 10 of 14 from 3. And the West was led by Karl Anthony Towns, Rob's favorite player, who came off the bench, who dropped a cool 50, who went 4 for 13 from 3, and 23 of 35 from the field. I thought at first, this game was a little bit more competitive than I was used to seeing. I mean, they looked like they was out there putting 35% effort. I mean, but I'm not one of those people. I'm not one of those people who are getting on these NBA players about an All-Star game and showing effort. What are we? It's an All-Star game. It's just dudes out there having fun. I want to see my favorite players out there play on the same team in a low-stakes environment and go shoot a bunch of threes, do a bunch of dunks, get out of here safe, unharmed, so we can get back to the regular season, the regular grind. I don't understand why people, they're not putting in much effort in the All-Star game. Back in my day, we used to blah 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 blah. Like, who cares? Okay, that too. Like, who cares? Like, nobody's watching the All-Star game for NBA Finals level intensity. If I want NBA Finals level intensity, you know what I'm gonna go do? I'm gonna wait till June and watch the NBA Finals. Right? Like, so I don't care. Like, sure, break all the scoring records. Like, it means nothing, right? They showed up to have fun. Go have fun. Because, like, the one thing I don't want is them to play hard in a meaningless game and somebody go out there and God forbid, get hurt, right? Because I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes. Like, a couple years back, the USA team was playing a scrimmage against themselves. So it wasn't even a tune-up game. Like, they wasn't playing another country. USA was playing against USA. And Paul George literally snapped his leg in half. Right? On a literally meaningless game. Right? And they stopped the whole game. Right? So that's the last thing you want, especially for an All-Star game. So just let them go out there, have fun, throw up a bunch of dunks, throw up a bunch of threes. Let's get out of here, take a week off, and then we get back to the regular grind of the NBA season. But yeah, I had fun watching it. I mean, I had no problem with it. Yeah. What you got? Are you one of those dudes that don't like the effort that's being put into the NBA All-Star game?
I believe in dualities, right?
Duality. What you got a
two things?
What you got a word of the day calendar?
I think Put effort, but don't overdo it. Right. I'm gonna contest some shots.
Okay.
I'm gonna play a little defense. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, just I'm not going all out. I'm gonna be in front of you. If you do a little move and you go, cool.
Yeah,
You
that's what I'm
shoot it
saying.
from,
Yeah.
yeah, you shoot it from deep. I'm probably not boxing out because I ain't trying to slide under you, right? I'm just gonna play you solid, right?
Yeah.
Um, and then when I get the ball, I'm gonna try to score on you,
Yeah.
right? I'm not trying to like jump and grab rebounds over your back. I'm not diving for balls, but I'm just gonna just play, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to win, but I'm not gonna. If I lose, I ain't gonna be upset, and I'm gonna do that, and I expect them to do that for like which I felt like they tried to do it, but then it just kept getting out of hand. They was like, all right, whatever.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Like at the beginning, it really felt like they was putting in a little bit more effort than they usually do. But that effort kind of tailed off, which is to be expected. Like I'm not going to put up this all game.
Yeah, yeah, dude. Cause, and then you got to look at like the West, right? The West. Two things about the West. The West look like the Monstars. First off, right? Like Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, LeBron James, Big Joker, Luka Doncic. Like I'm just like Ant-Man. I'm like, boy, these boys is
Yeah, and
look
then
like Anthony.
and, and then the East has all the shooters minus Steph. Like, but the East had yeah, exactly.
They got a lot of first-time All-Stars over there,
Yep.
right? So they got a lot of first-time All-Stars.
Who that texting you?
Uh,
Better be Jesus.
you know these are that's the what's this?
Better be Jesus.
No, it's the work phone, baby. You already know, baby. Come out here.
All right, go ahead.
But yeah, so like they got all these first-time All-Star school hungry to prove themselves, right? And I know if I'm in my first All-Star game and I'm young, I'm gonna play a little harder, right?
Yeah.
I ain't probably gonna go win no championship this year.
Yeah.
What's the old boy name from Orlando? Pachaco.
Oh, Pachaco. Paolo Banchero.
This is my first All-Star game. I'm getting up and down. Scotty Barnes, I'm getting up and down, baby. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Right? We young. So Jason Tatum young, he might be like 25. Jaylen Brown young, might be like 26. Like we got the young guns, we're gonna get up and down. Yeah, y'all may be the more decorated players, y'all old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Kawhi, you old. You always hurt. Paul George, you old. Kevin Durant, you old. Luka and Joker, y'all play like y'all old.
Yeah.
Steph, you old. Y'all whole team is just old people over there. Outside from Cat, who ain't nothing special to me, and then Ant-Man, who playing left-handed. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, if that was a real game,
Oh, it'd be over.
yeah, right.
It's a wrap.
But it's an All-Star game. Yeah, it's an All-Star game. So I mean, I felt like they put initial effort in, but I think they were talking about it going into the game. They got the old team over here, man. These young boys just got to get up and run, and they probably gonna win the game. And it played out like how I thought it would play out.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I don't even remember seeing Kawhi on the court too much.
Nah, but he never play like when he in the All-Star game, he never plays that much.
Yeah, I didn't see Paul George. I didn't see anybody too much. Like on the West team, who stood out really?
Your boy,
who?
Cat Williams. Oh, Cat Williams, Big Cat.
That's it, right?
Yeah, but
everybody else is like, you got it.
Hungry.
Yeah, you got a young boy.
He loved numbers though. He loved numbers.
Yeah. So you got a young boy, get out there, shoot all your shots. Like Draymond Green said, the Cat looked like Minnesota before Ant-Man got there. You got 50, y'all down 20.
Yeah.
All right. So it is what it is. Now, I feel like if it was close at the end of the game, right, which it wasn't close. If it was close and it was like maybe like a less than 10 points, I think the West would have like clamped up. Hey, let's go try to get this game. All right. So, but you know, God rest his soul, they didn't have Kobe out there, man. Kobe would have kept it close all game just to go try to win it. I mean, gonna keep it close, and then okay, down by 6, okay. And they don't talk about that, right? Back in the day, they played around too. It just stayed close.
Yeah, and then
if it was close, Yeah, if it was close, then we would do something. If it wasn't, then we just kind of let it go. But I watched some old All Star games. Isaiah Thomas running around dribbling on the floor with like one finger, and they like,
Yeah,
ooh, like
yeah,
they them old people. Like we older, but like them old people stop romanticizing the '80s. I watched the '80s and '90s. Them boys ain't nothing. They all dribble with their right hand.
yeah.
Like they can be turning the ball over. Don't nobody got no bag. Like like, bruh, stop. Like, stop it. Like they wasn't nice like that. I'm like, I was watching y'all. No moves, no bag, no nothing. The first person I saw come out of that era with a bag, MJ. And
Okay.
he really didn't have a bag. He
Nah.
developed one,
Yeah.
right? Like he developed one. It really was simple. Going right, pull up. Developed a little fadeaway jumper, right? Little in and out. But outside of that, nobody had no moves. Nothing. Give me
Yeah.
somebody from back then who had moves.
While you
Look,
talking, I was trying to think. I'm trying to
yeah,
think.
the best we probably get is like the killer crossover. Tim Hardaway, between the legs
But
cross.
shit, that's mid 90s to late 90s. Well, that's 90s.
That's what I'm saying. So like, bruh, like
Pistol Pete.
yeah,
Pistol Pete
stop,
with the
man.
no
Like,
look.
yeah, come on. They and all we see the problem is all we see is the little highlights. You like, oh, but it's the same highlights over and over and over.
Yeah.
Like I was watching Dr. J. I was just watching it this morning. You know how you go behind the backboard? I love you, Dr. J. But you know how you go
Yeah.
behind the backboard and do
Yeah.
that? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the highlight. I seen him trying to do it again. He throw it out of bounds. Just like, so I wonder, right? How many times he tries to do that move and they just knock it out of his hand or go out of bounds? Like we
Yeah.
just seen the one time it was successful. You know?
Yeah.
Like how many no look passes was Magic throwing and they just went out of bounds and nobody caught him?
uh,
I,
uh,
I don't know. I don't know the
yeah.
number, but my point is,
Yeah.
this is
I
my
mean, yeah, you
point.
gonna turn it over. You
Yeah,
gonna
they
turn it
just
over.
only showing the hot. All they do is bring up the highlights and the good moments, right? They romanticize all the stuff that they did back in the
Yeah.
day, right? And then when they look at us nowadays, our basketball, it's like, oh,
I mean, they do the same thing with Jordan too. Like, you
yeah,
know what? You know how how romanticized, like you use the word romanticize. You know how romanticized this dude was. I remember like when I was like in kindergarten, right? And one of my homework assignments that the teacher gave us was to like find out the score of the Chicago Bulls game, right? So like, and throughout my whole like life at that point, all I heard was Michael Jordan's the best. Michael Jordan's the best. Michael Jordan's the best. And you know what was a crazy thing? Like one of the questions that I asked like my dad, right? I was like, Michael Jordan's the best, right? He was like, yeah. I was like, has he ever missed a shot? You know what I mean? So I'm like, what? And I knew I played basketball, right? So like I would, so he was so romanticized that I had a picture in my mind. Like this dude was so good that he never missed a shot. Like, and then that's kind of how, actually, that's kind of how Michael Jordan is being looked at to this day, um, right or wrong, and that's how LeBron's gonna be looked at too. Like somebody's gonna be growing up and they're gonna ask their dad, or if you ever have kids, they gonna ask, has LeBron ever missed a shot? But you're gonna be able to be like, yeah, boy, let me tell you. Hold on, let me, because like you can't find like Michael Jordan stuff, you can't find Dr. J stuff, you can't find Magic Johnson stuff unless you work in the NBA and got the archives. But you can find LeBron, you gonna find LeBron stuff.
y'all boys back in my day.
Yeah,
Okay, they gonna be like y'all suck back in back in your day. Yeah, so basketball keep getting better. Long story short, but these old heads be acting like they era was it. I watched it. It wasn't.
yeah,
But kudos to you in your era when you was doing it. I'm sure what you saw was amazing. But if you compare it to nowadays, like if we drop Wimby, Yamba Yamba back in that day, they'd be like,
and then you got people like Dame. Dame's that All Star game last night. That man shot like literally,
from half
he
court.
literally from having, and it looked just as easy as as if he was shooting a mid range.
Yeah. And what's crazy, if he played back in the day, They sub them out for that.
Yeah, why you shooting threes?
Why are you shooting threes? We don't shoot threes. We dribble down with our back to the
We
basket,
dribble in a
looking.
circle 3 times.
Yeah,
That's the play. Dribble in a circle 3 times. Wait for somebody to get open.
yeah, yeah. Why you crossing from left to right? What are you doing? What is
You
this
gotta use
witchcraft?
your right hand.
Yeah, dribble like this. Yeah, yeah. They need to stop, man.
And you know what I know? Like when I was younger, I was thinking like, I'm like, damn, I wish I had the skill I have now back in like the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you know I'd be a top 75 player.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And they couldn't unseat you.
And right, like it's a simple right to left, hezzy in and out move.
They'd have called travel.
nah. Nah, but like for real though, like a simple like right to left, in and out, hezzy, pull up.
Carry. I'm telling you what they was gonna call it, carry or travel. It's
Okay, I'm
just
sorry. All right, here's this. So a simple right to left, step back, travel.
get him out the game. Why is he shooting? He's the
All right.
point guard. Point guards don't shoot.
All right, how about this? Fast break, 2-on-1, in and out.
Why you ain't pass it to your teammates?
Yeah,
Sub.
right.
Your teammate is white. You should have passed it to him.
Euro step from right to left.
Oh, that's a travel.
Yeah, that's travel back.
Euro step is travel. I was watching Rod Strickland. He used to do the Euro step.
Yeah, they call
in
it
the 90s. Travel.
Yeah. Really?
Before any of those dudes came over here, Rod was Euro stepping. Travel.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a travel.
Hey, I'm just, man, that's what they was calling. I be watching old basketball. I'm like, these dudes ain't. When you don't watch the highlights, you like, what is they doing? I was watching Sean Kemp go against David Robinson. David Robinson beating all his.
Which Sean Kemp? Sonics? Huh? Sonics or
okay. Yeah, Rain Man. If he wasn't catching a lob, he was getting the stuff beat.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you. He like trying to go left, David Robinson blocking, and he falling to the ground like over and over. I'm like, what are we watching?
Yeah.
But yeah, they just show us the highlights. But imagine if I only showed you like Giannis highlights or Shaq highlights or LeBron. If I just showed you the highlights. If I only showed you LeBron highlights, you'd be like, if I only showed you Steph highlights, you'd be like, what?
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with the old school basketball.
I got you. Old school basketball was the shiznit.
Yeah, okay.
Sloppy Joe Johnson versus Fish Grease Willis.
Them dudes are doing cocaine and playing against crack babies.
And then they got to go back to their regular day job.
Yeah. What JJ Redick say, the plumbers and electricians. He had them hot with that one.
I'm like, what, is it true or?
Yeah, bro, that's why do people get mad when you say true stuff?
Don't nobody want to hear the truth.
But like, they don't want to hear the truth that they don't like though.
People only want to hear the truth if it validates what they already know.
Yeah.
Or what they think they know.
Or if they want to hear the truth, it makes them feel good, right? So if you tell them, like, I personally don't care, but using me as an example, if you're like, hey, you tall, I'll be like, yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tall. Now, if you say, hey, you fat, and I don't like that, even if I'm fat, I'm going to be offended.
Yeah.
I'm mad. But if you call me tall and I'm cool with it, you call me fat, I should be cool with it. The fact is a fact. You know what I mean? So don't get mad at me because you don't like the facts about yourself. Change them.
That's the moral of the story, everybody. If you don't like something about yourself, change it. If your spouse don't like something about you, tell them to deal with it.
No, change your spouse. No.
Or
your
that.
Your spouse don't like something about you, change your spouse. Don't change yourself. No.
And on that note, we're going to get out of here. We took enough of your time. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the Rellovent podcast on YouTube. Until next time, we going to see you when we see you. So be easy